I'm Stephanie Buffman with the Gladwin County Record and Beaverton Clarion, and I am here with Sharron Smith, who is a candidate for Gladwin County Board of Commissioners District 4. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good. Okay, first question. Define what you feel are the duties of an elected official.
I would say, first and foremost, the duties are to represent the views, ideas, plans, hopes, and dreams of the people that put you into political office. Following constitutional law, staying within the framework of what are statutory duties, mandated duties, kinds of things that you have to do. But I firmly believe that first and foremost your duties are to represent the people that put you there.
What qualities do you possess that you feel make you the right candidate?
That's a tough question.
I know it is. I come up with good ones.
And that's, I think that's a question that's best answered by the people who put me in office. I really, soul searching, looking through, I'm honest. Sometimes maybe a little bit too honest, but because what you see with me is what you get. That's who I am. I really believe that I live every day with integrity. And I think that's something that's very, very necessary. I'm a good speaker. Sometimes I use too many ums, and my former speech students will probably, as listening to this, will sit and count how many times I do that. So I need to be careful. I'm a good communicator. I work well with people. I listen. And sometimes I talk too much. I guess that's why I would be a good candidate.
What would you say is the most pressing issue facing Gladwin County?
Lack of money. When the request for the Headley rollback was defeated, that really impacted our position, though sitting on the board. Knowing that we are currently in the process of cutting back personnel, we have cut back services. About 3-4 years ago, we went from a 5-day work week where the county was open 5 days a week. We went to a 4-day work week so that there are services that are not available on Fridays. That was a major change, and that was looking ahead, knowing that there were monetary issues we had to be concerned with. We have no discretionary money. So, for example, when the motor on the elevator went out, we had to scramble to be able to get the money, move it from one line to another to be able to pay for that elevator. Another issue we just had was the lightning strike on the Brielle Tower. That's covered by insurance, but there's a $1,000 deductible, and so we are asking the entities that are located on that tower to help us pay the $1,000 deductible. That's coming down tight. Mm-hmm. So yes, money is that's the greatest difficulty we have.
So you talked a little bit about how to fix the problem. How do we permanently fix the problem and keep it from happening again?
I really don't know that there is a permanent solution. There are, if we suddenly had a magic wand and everybody had jobs and everybody was willing to pay higher taxes and we had the money coming in, that could be a good permanent solution. Realistically, do we have a magic wand? No. Jobs are improving. For example, we had, from the EDC, had the report that 10 manufacturers in Gladwin County sold over $300 million worth of goods. Our money situation in June of 2013 and compare it to June of 2014, we have spent $200,000 less in 2014. I sound like I'm talking around and not really answering your question.
No, I get it.
But there are so many parts. Money coming from the state government, making sure that the taxes that our people pay, that the greatest percentage of what they pay gets to stay here. That just doesn't happen. And I know, that there are people that are real upset that we apply for grants and that we go through the grant process. But by doing that, then we are being successful in getting a return on money that our people have paid, our citizens have paid in on taxes, and we get that back through that grant process. So, I don't know. Until people are willing to increase how much they pay in taxes, etc., I do believe the board looks carefully at every amount of money that we're spending. And for example, we have a finance committee, and I made the motion that our finance committee become a committee of the whole, so that all of the board members can be there for that finance committee and can ask questions of the people who come from the various departments, etc., and money that they feel they need to spend. Then we have the opportunity to realistically examine, and we all hear that information at the same time. And I think that's a step in the right direction. Like I said, I probably have not specifically answered your question, but I don't know if there's a specific answer. In my mind right now, there is not.
If you're reelected for this position, what's going to be your highest priority?
Keeping Gladwin County solvent, working, and prideful. There's good things here. I get emotional. I've always told people that my kidneys are attached to the back of my eyeballs, and that's why I do. But there's such good people, and this community has just been wonderful. I have lived here now for going on 53 years. My mother's family, my stepfather's family have been here forever. My kids graduated from Beaverton High School. I had the opportunity to teach at Beaverton. Uh, it's just, we have received so much with friends and family and just things to do that I want to ensure that stays here.
What would you say to an undecided voter who's on the fence deciding between the two candidates for your district?
As to why you should vote for me?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I like to think that people can make up their own minds. And because you're doing this kind of process and you are giving us the opportunity to answer questions, to answer the same questions, people are intelligent enough. They're either going to listen to this and go, oh, that's an old woman that should not be part of this anymore. or they're, oh, that was my teacher in high school and I absolutely couldn't stand the class and I'd never vote for her. Or, oh, that was my teacher in high school and I loved the class, so I definitely will vote for her. I don't know. I guess I will put my belief in the fact that people understand that I do have experience.
What would you say to a voter who's undecided and on the fence to have them choose you over the other candidate for this position?
Remember, my name is Sharron Smith. No. I guess I really do believe that voters have intelligence. And I really think that they will look at the fact that I have experience instead of looking at she's an old person with white hair and should be moving on. Or going back to my teaching, I can hear my students go, ooh, I'll vote for her because I really loved her. Or I would never vote for her because I couldn't stand the class. I think if you look at my record serving on the board, you would realize that there have been times that I have made motions that have passed that have been of great benefit to the citizens, all the citizens of Gladwin County. One that I would say is that we now have one meeting a night at night, one meeting a month at night. Another one is that we meet as the Finance Committee meets as the Committee of the Whole. I believe in open communication, and my record would show that that's what I've stood up for. And I think those things have impact and might help that person sitting on the fence to decide, yes, I would go for her.
Sharon, thanks for coming in and
Thank you
talking
very
to us
much
today.
Thank you, Stephanie.